viewers. You're welcome to yet another edition of Matters Arising today on WAFFI TV. And my name is Alex at Kenerekedi, and a lot is happening in the country today. And we are here to discuss some of the very pressing issues that are happening or ongoing at the moment. Because from what we can see now, it's about the end bad government in Nigeria, that's been organized by some persons, and a lot of people have cashed on it. And a lot is happening right now in the country, places like Lagos, Benin, and other places. We can attest to the fact that the protest is ongoing. And of course, you also agree with me that the government has tried in different ways to talk to people, talk to youths that they should share this idea of protest. As you know, some of the demands they have, the youths or those that are organizing the end government protest in the country today, they have about 10 demands which they feel that the government of His Excellency, Mr. President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should quickly attend to. And one of them is, let me just roll them out. We have hunger. According to them, the demand is that we want the government to reduce the cost of food immediately with solutions like food importation, subsidized credits, and intervene in logistics and storage challenges. They also have the issue of cost of living. And what is their demand there? They said that they want the government to address the rising cost of living, reduce pump price of fuel to 195 per litre to reflect current economic challenges, and of course to reduce electricity tariffs and import taxes. Number 3, they also said it's about insecurity. And what are they talking about? They said they want the government to curb the insecurity across the country. And they say make government for doing well and stop diverting security resources, which of course is money and personnel and people, and immediately prosecute known instigators and criminals, resettle internally displaced persons, IDPs, immediately. And also they have the issue of government waste and cost of governance / blotted NAS, which is the National Assembly. They said that the demand is permanently reduced by 50% the running cost of the Executive and National Assembly and fully implement the Orensanye report to scrap agencies and reduce the size of government, scrap of hardship, entertainment, and all other NAS allowances, and immediately remove all 7,447 projects worth 2.24 trillion inserted by the National Assembly in the 2024 federal budget. Also, they're also demanding that the issue of the NSAS is still there, and they want the federal government to immediately release all NSAS protesters and obey ECOWAS judgment, make public the NSAS judicial panel reports, and implement recommendations, including payments of compensation. Number 6, protect farms and farmers. Their demand is provide security to farmers across the country, restore stolen lands, subsidize farm inputs, seeds, fertilizers, insecticides, and ban destructive GMOs. And also number 7, they have the human capital development. What are the demands? They are demanding that the federal government should declare a state of emergency on education, increase budgetary allocations to education and healthcare by 20%, and revert to the old national anthem. And number 8, they have the electoral reform. Yes, they are demanding that the federal government should implement the Justice Owais report on electoral reform and include mandatory electronic balloting and transmission to IREV, ending with an executive electoral bill to the National Assembly by October 1st. The new Electoral Act must be signed by December 2024. Number 9 is establish a living wage. They are demanding that the federal government should go back to the negotiation table for an implementation plan to establish an unemployment/living wage, enforce implementation across board, create immediate employment for youth, and clear all backlog of pensions. Number 10, constitutional and judicial reforms. They are also demanding the federal government to sponsor executive bill to the National Assembly to amend the constitution to allow for referendums. Nigerians want to vote on a new constitution. The process of appointment and discipline of judges should be transparent. Yes, those are the demands of the organizers today. To look at some of these issues, we have a young man with us in the studio, but before we bring him on, we need to go for a break.
Are you looking for where to get quality paints? A look no further. Phoenix Paint is your destination for top-tier quality paints. A leave in a world of color with our premium paints from interior, exterior, and wood finishes paints. But why choose us? The customer satisfaction, vibrant palette, exceptional quality. Save your time and money. Hurry now, visit our website www.phoenixpaints.com for more info. Thanks for choosing Phoenix Paints.
All right, welcome back to WAFFI TV, and I'm still Alex Akemotubo, and we're here today to look at some of the pressing issues as raised by the organizers of the End Bad Governance in Nigeria. Yes. And to look at some of these issues with us, we have the youth leader, APC, Delta State, a young gentleman, Comrade Kenerekedi, Napoleon. Sir, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, you know, we won't look at some of these issues then, and you had me when I read them out. You know, we had to bring you out from, we understand that there are people that are also pro the protest, people that don't want because they have different thinking about what is happening today. If you say the protest, people don't jack them and they can create problem. And I also feel say, Mr. President, they do well. Now, what's your take generally on this End Bad Governance in Nigeria? Let's get your take on it.
First, I want to thank you for inviting me to your studio for this interview in respect of the protest that just started this morning nationwide. The question you asked, I think is very simple. We are Nigerians, and we are citizens of this country. And one of the things that qualify us or made us to be citizens is the right to protest. I think that is one of our rights that we enjoy as a citizen. So we have the right to protest. So far, the protest will not lead to causing unrest, causing destruction of goods and properties, hindering people from moving from one place to the other. So far, it's peaceful. I think our government, the APC-led government, is too democratic to go against such protest. So we are not against the protest. We are also ensuring that the protest will go peacefully. Like as you said, we don't see the demands when the protesters that they make. And I believe even the government, not even they reach out to most of the demands. So as a people, as a government, we get our ears open, listening to every complaint from the citizens. So I think the government in the center is working assiduously to see how they will work in ensuring these demands are met.
Okay, thank you so much. And from reports, we found out that before now, actually, the federal government has been trying so hard to reach out to some of the leaders of this protest. But let's critically look at some of these issues raised by these persons. And if you look at it very well, you'll find that, say, not only the organizers' problem that they talk about, because there is hunger actually in the land. What measures is your government, when I say your government now, the APC-led government, putting in place to help salvage the situation? Because today, I can tell you that before this government came on board, a lot of things were very cheap. The living standard was okay. I mean, the past two APC governments, Buhari's government and of course Tinubu's government, a lot of things are skyrocketed. So what is the government? What the government they do about to solve these problems urgently? Because this demand is not just the organizers that are going to benefit from it, but the larger populace of Nigerians that are going to benefit from that. So what's the measure that your government is putting in place to solve this problem?
Point of correction first. I think the problem is a global problem. This problem of shortage of food, hunger. Is as I'm talking to you, Ghana, the citizens of Ghana are supposed to protest today because of same issue. But I think a court order was, I saw a court order yesterday that they should not protest because of fear of maybe people trying to hijack the protest to cause this. So the problem is a global problem. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. However, as a government, you know, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is working day and night in ensuring that we have food in abundance for the people of Nigeria. Because of the recent happenings, most especially in the north, where these Boko Haram and herdsmen were killing farmers, kidnapping them and making them not to be going to farms. As I'm talking, the president do create another ministry, what do they call livestock ministry, where the people that the duty of that ministry that to interface with those herders and farmers, so that problem no go dey, so that they go feed the go farm. Now when they go farm, they go fit get food. So the president, even before they start protest, he already defeat the feelers, say people are hungry. So he don't even create that ministry to accommodate that aspect of Nigerian needs. So I think the president, they're doing all his best. If you see, as near you talk so, they don't even say to mitigate these pains and suffering people they pass. Any moment from now, they will be paying people 50,000 naira. People 50,000 naira every month, so that if we help to pushing the hardship. But we must tell ourselves the truth as Nigerians. China, India, and some other countries were all together with Nigeria in the third world countries. And at that point, when all of us did third world country, Nigeria is far better than China. Or our refusal to look inward, do our things our own, like keep us to where we did now. This hardship not starts today. No, they're very factual. This fuel level they talk to, they say, and this government now fuel. This we just not want to go back to history. That are the problem of most especially Nigerians. I know as at 1990 when this Fourth Republic started, fuel was 19 naira, 1 liter of fuel. But before Obasanjo left office, fuel reached 65 naira. So that's how many hundreds of percent increment. So it's not about this government, but it's about things that were supposed to be done before now that previous government failed to do, that has led us to where we are now. So, but when Nigerians just capitalize on just only this government, I know when I was very young, we buy Gary, and they buy Gary, that's how small the village, which I know you say you know. Would they buy Gary 7 naira for one basket of Gary? But before Obasanjo come out for office, would not they buy Gary 1,000 naira?
No, nah. 1,000
naira.
How?
1,000.
Say, oh,
we don't buy Gary 1,000 naira. Let me finish. Okay. How much they say Gary? More back come for government.
No, now
before APC coming to government. How much the basket of Gary? That's how they tell you say issues there where they not attend to. Now make the thing increase. If not increase to the amount when the day before another government. So that they are failure to fix the government, to fix the country, the way they're supposed to fix them. When these people that come, the way they try to fix another thing, they continue now, they lead us to where we do. But this government where they now say, we not going to continue like that. We must look inward. We must do our things ourselves. Like the way China do. China at a time say, no goods will come inside, no goods will come out. That time, the hardship where they China, not this one where we talk here for Nigeria ourselves. We were unable to even eat good food then. Not be now when you don't work out for street, you see people they build houses, see people they stake good houses, people they do everything. That time in China, go do research. People hardly eat in China, but they took the decision for 10 years. Say, make we do our own thing ourselves. But today, everybody for Nigeria now, all waiting to this office now, if we will ask, maybe not from China they come. All waiting to this office now from China they come because they deliberately decide to do their thing their own way. So, but for Nigeria now, we not want even sacrifice at all. We just want everything to come in. It's like with the happiness and they subsidize everything about our lives. So one day they will decide to subsidize our lives. Maybe if we're supposed to live 50 years, the few subsidize and we'll live 25. So that it will be quick for us to pass. We will leave this planet. So I say people, not that we are comfortable.
So are you trying to say that?
Not that we are happy.
When the way the plan one I get for us now, are the same plan when China. They operate on that same standard now that they want to Nigeria.
Definitely, we want to make sure say those things when majorly they import to this country, we could feed the do them here, so that this dollar issue safe it will help to reduce. They will what they will import the things them so that people say when they come to our country they go buy things. Not only we go to travel, we won't buy one gin, we will travel go leave our country go buy the gin. To me, I don't see them as the best way. Make we say they do something where we let people just imagine now, say, even fuel, as we talk to fuel, we cannot even refine fuel. And we produce the fuel here because we don't have a refinery. And when they start subsidizing fuel, people now they talk about this our government. Obama just started fuel subsidy. And that time, if we weren't even there sincere to ourselves, the refinery maybe they never even did as bad as the way it is now. But if you stop to use this laptop, you don't get one fault. You stop to use that for some time, you know, say you will develop more fault. Well, Obasanjo failed. PDP government failed to renovate or to maintain our seaport as at when the thing never spoiled to the level. But for the years that they don't live now, more things don't spoil. So they give the government now more time to see how we fix the refinery.
Okay, you know, the honest truth here is about the people. The whole essence of the protest is about Nigerians.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason it is, we all have to see how we can help in our different ways. Not to go deeply into some of the issues that you have raised, but the honest truth here is that I'm very sure even the PDP government had their reasons for whatever they must have done as at that time. But going forward, we know that even today as we speak, the issue of subsidy it's an issue that a lot of people have different concerns on. For instance, you hear somebody saying that even Mr. President's company also is seriously involved in this oil and all of that. So we wouldn't want to go there, but let's look at it now. The protest is here. What measures will the government of the day, or what is the government doing about it? For instance, in Warri, we find out that there are a lot of security men everywhere. Intimidation. First, some days ago, we saw them going around the full town, intimidating people. Yes, we have not heard of any casualty in terms of them beating anybody and all of that, but you know how it is. When these security men, dreaded security men, once they're on the street, you see say people don't fear. So now that fear now make Nigerians or Deltans not come out to even protest. I can tell you the truth, as that protest, or they're not coming out, not because they don't want to be part of the protest, but it's because of the fierce looking, very, very, rugged military men the police force and all of that. They are everywhere. For instance, if you go to Roundabout, you see them there. You go to Airport Junction, you see them there. You go to Jakpa Junction, you see them. Who won't come out? But this very difficult time. How will the people now express their displeasure with what is happening in the country? Because even you can't tell me that you are not aware that the people are suffering. How do you protest? What is the essence of protest? You are protesting because you want people to know that you are not happy about a certain pattern of governance in your territory or in your country. That's the essence of it. But you see a very high level of intimidation where people cannot come. If you walk down the road now, you see that people are even afraid to open their shops. So what is the government doing about that? Don't you think that the government should have allowed the people to protest, to air their view? Or is it that the government is afraid? So that what is happening in Kenya now will not happen in Nigeria? What's your take on all of this?
I think they intimidate anybody. The military personnel, with what I saw this morning, because I've gone around Warri this morning, with what I saw this morning, the military personnel are not intimidating anybody. But we all had an experience about this NSAS, during the NSAS protest. We had that.
But even that time, we found out that government did all the coups to infiltrate into the genuine process of NSAS.
That is not true.
Where you see those that are against the process coming out of
just allow me to finish now. We all knew what happened then, and I don't think any sin Nigeria will want a thing like that to repeat itself, whereby some persons who want to see this as an opportunity to cause chaos in the country and destroy properties of innocent Nigerians. For the sake of the love the government have for the country, hence the government asked the military to peacefully monitor the process, for anybody not to infiltrate the process, because we don't get several intels. Say some persons there, maybe because they feel election, they won't use boys to cause problem. We don't get all those intels. So for that not to happen, this is not a preventive measure.
To intimidate the people?
No, it's not intimidation. Nobody. As I'm talking to you, there are people in a roundabout carrying black hats. The army is there, police is there. Nobody is harassing anybody. But what they just told them is that you people also should not use your protest to disturb others that are not involved. Because some people, some people go to market to make a business, and it is what they realize from that this business they use in taking care of their family. Sure. So some persons will not like to involve in this kind of protest that we maybe deny them that 1 meal, 2 meal, or 3 square meal they are taking a day. So that we always go to where they do business. So for you not to disturb such persons, don't block any road.
But just hold on, youth leader, just hold on. You remember 2012? When the PDP was in government, the APC leadership, as led by Mr. President today and others, protested in this country. They had the freedom of everything. Nothing happened. So what? I'm coming. The very serious security men you are seeing everywhere was not there that time when that protest was done. We have seen a lot of intimidation in this country.
When that 2012
and they protested very well.
Some youths, when even they see today whether they go bring the clips, when our president they talk this, and some not even know. Look, one good thing.
No, because we are going to what Mr. President
let me tell you something. One good thing I have benefited from this whole process. It's not about the demands they are even making. It's about their participation in the governance of our country. Let me tell you, in every society, we have 3 sets of people: the parochial subject and the participants. That what will make you to know a society is developing is what is happening presently in Nigeria. The participants, they don't have interest in the output and input of a government. They don't have interest. Maybe you will see that sometimes you persuade them, you beg them, or you even induce them to go and even cast their vote. They have civic right to vote and be voted for. You will beg them. And we have more of those persons in Nigeria before now. So it is now that we are trying to see more people living that stage of parochial to subject. There you see them having little interest in how government is being run. So that is the most thing I have benefited from this. It's not about their demand, because we know for sure all those things will be fixed. But I want to thank most especially our youth for coming out to know their rights, to know that they are supposed to question government. They are supposed to ask, why is this thing happening like this? Unlike before, when you were a young boy of 20-something years, 30 years saying, don't worry now, next election, yeah, you will know we. How you will wait from 1 year to after 4 years before you want to exercise? That was where we were before. But you know why we got to get interest now, sir? Now because of this government, we even did now. This government, about 50 to 40, I think 40 to 50% of the appointees are young people. So young people now don't see the reason why they could participate. So meaning this opportunity there for we. So for that one, they got the develop more interest. Now make you say, okay, like so we could do like this. All those are the things we like say any developing country supposed to be experienced.
But we have unverified. Please take note, unverified information that the APC government is doing all they can to induce people with money for them not to come out and protest, and it's everywhere. That is where you see a lot of people coming out, even in the media. People that ordinarily, because when you look at it, I'm coming, sir. Okay. What the people are requesting for or fighting for is for the benefit of all Nigerians. Okay. And it's sometimes make one to wonder what is happening in Nigeria. If Mr. President Falana and others about 2012 came out to protest about the living standard of Nigerians that time, I wonder why today it is the youths that are now opposing the protest. The protest that is meant to add life, to add value to Nigeria and Nigerians. So when we got that information, that unverified, like I said, information that people are being induced, people are being given money so that they will stay off the protest. I mean, why all this? Okay. Can there be a peaceful? Can't you
recently, I attended a program where I heard the president of the Ijo Youth Council addressing the program, and he told Nigerians, most especially Niger Deltans, that we see no need why we should participate in the project. Because the demands you just read that, be fair to yourself. We are all from Delta State here, Niger Delta or South. Be fair to yourself. What is our benefit here as oil producing region?
No. Let
me finish now. What is our benefit here? As I'm talking to you, so
because this demands has nothing to do with region. The demands that these people made has nothing to do with a particular region. It is a general statement. It is a general statement that is meant to be good for everybody. Everybody
is not true. The sponsors of this program, of this protest, are from other regions outside Niger Delta.
So we are in this protest when they talk about
the sponsors.
Give us something in
now they are talking about food insufficiency. Abi?
Yes.
But they forget to talk about the damage the production of oil is causing to the Niger Delta.
No,
but they are complaining about the food insecurity now in Nigeria because of the Boko Haram, all the farmers and others.
Is it only the northerners that are
complaining from that? No, that is what they are complaining about. Okay, now they are complaining. They're not having any feelings about what we that are from Niger Delta are passing through. Because of the demand. Why everything? Why wouldn't they put the major one? Why would they put the demands of the people that are feeding this country?
No.
Why would they put the needs of the people that are feeding this country?
Not really.
Let me tell you. The organizer of this protest don't have interest for the Niger Deltans. So, as Niger Deltans, we don't see any reason also why we should have interest for what they are doing. We should see any reason why they should have interest. They are only doing all these things for their selfish interest. Just trying to use some youth. That, like what I told you. Like what I told you.
2020.
If you look, let me say something again. No, let me say something again.
2012, the day when the demands came for 2012, did they mention the Niger Delta in the 2012 demands? When Mr. President and others did, as at that time, did they talk about specifically talk about the issues of the Niger Delta?
I told you just now. Yeah. I said then most of us were in that parochial school of thought that we don't have interest in anything that happens in
I'm sure you've seen those videos trending.
Yeah, let me say that's what I want to tell you. But now the level at which we have developed interest in how our government is being run is far different from what happened. That's what I'm trying to. 12 years after now, so you can see that we have improved in our participation in governance. So you cannot compare what happened in 2012 to what is happening now. The way you think in 2012, you don't think like that now. The way you react to issues in 2012, you don't react to issues like that now. So you don't expect people to think or act the way they acted in 2012.
Since we follow the youth leader, a very vibrant youth leader of APC, yes, in person of Napoleon, Kenerekedi, they talk since about the issues when they trend now, which of course is the end bad governance in Nigeria. And the trend since, and a lot has been happening, and he has thrown more light on what the plans of the present APC government and the measures when they take to see how things can get better. So just so before we let you go, you know, I don't know if your party has a long-term plan on how to support the development and empowerment of the Nigerian youth. A long-term plan, you know, so that this will not happen very soon again. Issue, because the thing just started today. It is our wish and prayer that, they'll see reasons with the government. So what's the plan? What critical plan do you think your government gets to see how these things will come down? The cost of price, the cost of goods and all of that will come down. You know, most especially as it affects the common man on the street.
Okay. What I will say here is that I don't know any better way Nigerians want this government to let them know they have interest for the young people. Because as I speak, those areas at which the government using affecting the lives of the young people are managed by young people. Like the Minister of Youth, the Senior Minister of Youth, it's a very young girl of less than 40 years. I think she should be 37, 38 years now. The Minister of Youth State, that one was my colleague. He was I'm the APC State Delta State leader. He was youth leader on those states. Let me tell you one other thing again. When initially President Bola Tinubu nominated or appointed Abubakar Momo, the present Minister of Niger Delta, as the Minister of Youth then, we protested that man is too old to be our minister. So therefore, Mr. President, we are appealing to you that you give us somebody of our age bracket. You know, without a distance time, Mr. President took him to the Ministry of Niger Delta and appointed 2 young people that are less than 40 years. So I don't know what youths want the president to do again to let them know he have interest for young people. The person in charge of SMIDA, this small and medium scale enterprise, SMIDA, their duty is to see how they empower people with small and medium businesses. And you know, the young people also are more in such businesses. That boy is from Delta State here. Charles Udi is from Delta State here. He's less than 45 years. So I think the president has done all that he's supposed to do for the young people. It's left for them to show capacity. My sisters, my mothers, and my fathers, I go beg una, we could leave this protest for now. The president like us. Presidents, they share our pain, and we could just give them time. 1 year not be enough here to judge person performance, most especially Nigerian president. So we could give them time.
Yes, we've been talking with the youth leader Delta State, APC, Comrade Napoleon Kenerekedi. You don't beg Deltans, Nigerians, I mean the youths and those persons that are handling the process of this protest. I say may they take them easy. The government get plan, the APC government get plan, and so we wish that the APC government will quickly, put all the machineries in place on seeing how they can curb this issue of the protest so the country can move forward. Thank you so much. I've been your host. My name is Alex Akemotubo. And sir, thank you so much for the opportunity and privilege to have you in our studio today.
Thank you.
Nice having you. Thank you. Now, please don't forget, we're on satellite. If you are watching us directly on our satellite TV, which is on any free-to-air decoder, thank you so much. And if otherwise, you can watch us directly on, just go to www.waffitv.com. You can either watch us on our website or from waffitv.com. You see a column there, a page there. Click on it and you can download the WAFFI TV app. Chat us directly there. You can get our Facebook link there, Instagram there, and everything. All is in the app. You can get that directly from our app. And thank you so much for always being there for us. Thank you for being supportive. And please tell somebody to tell another person that WAFFI TV has come to stay, and we always count on you to be part of our progress and our progress story. Thank you, and may God bless you. See you tomorrow.